Vayikra Rishon. So now we separate the boys from the men. Chumash Vayikra, which begins Vayikra El Moshe. It's not stories, but the lessons are so beautiful and so magnificent. But like everything in life, it depends. If you're just trying to get through it, it's going to be very tedious and very difficult. But if you step into it and try to understand the differesences in the korbanos, and it takes time and maybe years, it becomes a very enriching and very beautiful experience, and even can fill a person with a yearning for the Beis HaMikdash, Sheyibana Beis B'mehera V'yomeinu. The Chumash begins Vayikra El Moshe, which Rashi says is a lashon of chiba. It's an expression of love. Many people translate korbanos as sacrifices. Many Mefarshim point out that's not a correct translation. A korban is not a sacrifice. A korban is an offering. It's the difference between the time I'm taking to do my IRS bills or taxes. That's a sacrifice. I have to sacrifice my time because I don't want to get in trouble. When I'm going out with my wife, or going out with one of my children, I'm not sacrificing my time. I'm offering my time, and I'm getting more from it than she is, hopefully, in enriching and building the relationship. And that's the idea of the korbanos. The first korban that the Torah discusses, im ola korbano, is a korban ola. The literal translation of the word ola is elevation. Korban ola could be brought as a donation. It could be brought as an atonement for sinful thoughts, for herhure avera. And also, every yontif of the year, the Shalosh Regalim, Sukkot, Pesach, and Shavuos, there was an olas ru'iyah, korban ola, which was brought together with the korban shlamim, which was used to eat the meat. Shlamim was brought from a zachar, an ola was brought from a zachar, a male, and it could be brought from cattle, it could be brought from sheep, from goats, and the Torah lists them separately. The Torah first discusses if you bring it from cattle, from an ox, and then the Torah discusses what the halachas would be if you brought it from a sheep or a goat. The first step of every korban, particularly for the korban olah, that's the Torah begins with, is smicha, that the owner leans with all of his weight on the head of the animal, and he says vidui, he confesses the sin that he's giving it for. The shchita, which incidentally doesn't have to be done by a kohen, it's strangely enough, shchita could be done even by a non-kohen. But the next step, which is Kabbalah, which is catching the blood, and holacha, walking with the blood over to the Mizbeach, from there on in, Kabbalah, holacha, that must be done by a Kohen. And the Zrikas Adam, which is the most important part, which is sprinkling the blood on the Mizbeach. The korban olah was skinned, and it was cut into pieces, and it was fully burned. That's what an olah means. It's an elevation offering, because it was fully burnt. A non-Jew is allowed to bring a korban. The Torah says that my house, the Beis HaMikdash, is for all people. A non-Jew can bring an offering to the Beis HaMikdash, but only an olah, which was fully given over to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's the sense of the connection between a non-Jew and Hashem, is that I fully give myself over, that full sense of devotion. And that's the opening korban that the Torah discusses in Chumash, Vayikra, and Parshas Vayikra.